she had to say ties in directly with what you were bringing up, starting with access to these guns. Bob and Brad have brought up the same thing, all the way to the background of this teenage girl, what they believe to be a teenage girl. What were the signs? What was going on? Was she in need of any type of help that she didn't get? Look, she may not be a parent of that school, but she brings up some pretty darn good points as we once again are covering yet another school shooting in our country, Pierre.
Well, Kara, I can't comment on everything that she said, but one thing she did point to that is fact. It is fact that in a recent year, gun violence was the #1 cause of death of young people in this country. And that is not only a law enforcement issue, that's a public health crisis. And so what we see here is an issue that politicians at all levels are going to have to continue to at least try to deal with. But so far, this problem has only gotten worse. And, her frustration is clear. And if she's asking if the media is tired of covering these things, she's absolutely right. I have a child, young man who's in school. So every time one of these things happen, I immediately think about his safety and the safety of friends, family, and Americans in general. So this is a pervasive issue. It's not going away. And I describe gun violence in this country as a chronic epidemic. We have thousands of people killed in our country every single year by gunfire. And the question I've often asked is simply this: what are we going to do about it?
I'm with you, Pierre. As a parent, I have no problem personalizing a story like this as we watch it. As you know, I've got 12-year-old twins. I watched just in the past year at their school. They put up extra security, extra cameras, stronger doors, certain protocols. The school that they'll be transferring to next year as they get older and they're entering middle school, they too, that school, building extra doors, added security. They have an officer on site every single day. I made sure I met that officer. I mean, this is the way we have to think as parents nowadays, not just as journalists covering these stories, but we're parents as well. And we see this every day. And then it brings, it's more awareness. As we talk about it on a national platform like this, we also need to be talking about it at our schools, and we need to be involved in our schools as parents, knowing the reality of what we are up against. On the phone now, Alex Apple, and I'm just getting in this information, so bear with me. Alex, I hope you can hear me on the phone. I understand your mother works at the Covenant School. She was on her break somewhere outside when she started getting some text messages. I'm just reading through the notes here, Alex. Why don't you just tell me, yes, please tell me about your mom and how you found out about what's going on, and we'll take the conversation from there so I can see what you know.
Sure. My mom has worked there for 20 years. It's a lovely small school community. She's either been there since the school started or almost, and certainly our family loves that community and it holds a dear spot in our heart. She was out. So my mom works at the front desk. She lets people in the building as part of her job. She used to be the admissions director there. She was away from her desk doing